If you're tired of boring games and want non-stop fun, you're in the right place. Today, we're going through the top 15 games that every gamer must own. What's up, guys? It's 𝘾𝙃𝙍𝙍, and here we go. Batman Arkham Knight. If you like Batman even a little bit, this game will blow you away. Batman Arkham Knight is the final game in the Arkham series, so there's a lot of pressure on it to be good, and it totally delivers. Let's start with the gameplay. You don't just play as Batman, you actually feel like Batman. The combat is super smooth. You can punch, dodge, use gadgets all at the same time. Once you learn the controls, you feel like a true superhero beating up bad guys with style. Now, let's talk about Gotham City. This is the best version of Gotham I've ever seen. It's dark, rainy, full of glowing lights, and it really feels alive, like the city has a personality of its own. Flying through the city or jumping into the Batmobile makes you feel like you own the streets. Speaking of the Batmobile, yeah, some people didn't love it, but come on, it's the freaking Batmobile. It takes some time to get used to the controls, but once you do, driving and fighting with it is actually a lot of fun. But the real star is the story. It's dark, emotional, and has some real psychological moments. You get to see inside Bruce Wayne's mind, and it's intense. This isn't just a superhero game. It's a deep, powerful ending to a legendary series. Metro Exodus is one of those games that pulls you in right from the start. It's set in a ruined version of Russia after a big nuclear war. Everything is broken, cold, and dangerous, but it's also beautiful in its own way. What makes Metro Exodus special is how real everything feels. You're not just watching a story. You feel like you're actually there. You start the game and boom, you're walking through snow, hearing scary sounds in the dark, and trying to survive. The game used to be all about underground tunnels, but now you also get big open areas to explore. Even though there's more space, the game still gives you those tight, scary moments where you have to move slowly, stay quiet, and watch every corner. You play as ARKHAM, a guy who's not just trying to survive, but searching for a better place for his people. And the people around him, especially his wife Anna, make you feel like you're part of a family. You care about them. You want to protect them. Everything you do matters. You have to manage your bullets, your mask filters, your health, everything. That makes every choice important, and it adds real tension. It's not just a shooting game. It's a deep, emotional journey through a world that feels totally broken. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild isn't just a game, it's an adventure. From the moment you start, the world is wide open. There's no one telling you where to go or what to do. You're free to explore, climb mountains, dive into lakes, or walk into a forest just because it looks interesting. The best thing about this game is the freedom. You see a tall mountain far away? You can actually climb it. See a strange rock? Check it out. It might hide a secret. The game rewards you for being curious. Every little area has something special waiting for you. And the way the game uses physics and weather is just amazing. You can set grass on fire to make wind, or use metal swords to attract lightning in a storm. These things aren't just fun, they help you solve puzzles and fight enemies in creative ways. The combat is also great. You can't just press buttons randomly. You need to dodge, time your attacks, and use your brain. Your weapons break over time, which might sound annoying, but it actually makes you try new things and keeps the gameplay fresh. It's a peaceful game, but it's also full of surprises. Whether you're fighting, exploring, or just cooking something over a fire, it always feels like you're discovering something new. A Plague Tale: Innocence is an emotional, story-driven game set during the Black Plague in the 1300s. You play as Amisha, a young girl trying to protect her sick little brother Hugo while avoiding soldiers and deadly swarms of rats. It's not about superpowers or epic battles. It's about survival, family, and love. The gameplay focuses on stealth, puzzles, and using light to drive back the rats. The bond between Amisha and Hugo is at the heart of the experience, making the story feel deeply personal and emotional. The world is both haunting and beautiful, filled with ruined castles, eerie villages, and dark forests. The constant tension and stunning atmosphere make it unforgettable, lingering long after the game ends. Stray is one of the most unique games out there. Why? Because you play as a cat. That's right, a little stray cat lost in a strange futuristic city. At first, it might sound like a cute game where you jump around and knock over things. And yes, you do all of that. But it's also an emotional journey filled with mystery and heart. The city you explore is dark, full of robots and neon lights, but there's no humans around. Everything feels abandoned and quiet, but also kind of alive. It's a cyberpunk world, but told through the eyes of a small animal. You solve puzzles, sneak through danger, and meet friendly robots who help you. There's also a tiny flying robot named B12 who becomes your guide and friend. Together, you uncover what happened to this world and how to escape. The best thing? Movement feels real. You jump with purpose, squeeze through gaps, and interact with the world like a real cat. It's so simple, but it works beautifully. Stray doesn't have huge battles or loud explosions. Instead, it gives you a peaceful, thoughtful experience. One that makes you feel curious, calm, and sometimes even emotional. It's a small game with a big heart.
Mafia 3. Mafia 3 takes place in New Bordeaux, a city based on 1960s New Orleans. And right from the start, you'll notice the vibe. The music, the cars, the streets, even the clothes. It all feels like you've stepped into a time machine. You play as Lincoln Clay, a man who comes back from war and gets betrayed by the people he trusted most. What follows is a serious story of revenge. But Lincoln isn't just smashing doors. He's smart. You get to choose how to take down enemies, sneak in quietly, or go in loud with guns blazing. As you take control of the city piece by piece, you build your own criminal empire. You choose who runs each area, and the perks you get make Lincoln stronger and more powerful. It feels like you're shaping the whole city with your choices. But Mafia 3 isn't just about action. It's also about real problems. The game doesn't hide the racism and injustice that existed during that time. It makes Lincoln's fight feel real, like he's standing up against something much bigger than just bad guys. That mix of emotion, action, and smart strategy makes Mafia 3 a powerful and memorable experience. Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered. This game is a dream come true for Spider-Man fans. You start off in a detailed, open-world New York City that feels alive. From busy streets to famous buildings, everything looks and feels real. And swinging through the city, it's amazing. There's a rhythm to it. You jump, swing, boost forward, and it just clicks. It's so smooth and satisfying that you'll want to swing around the city even when there's no mission to do. But it's not just the movement. The combat is also top-notch. You can dodge, flip, punch, and use web gadgets all in one smooth motion. You can be sneaky or just dive into a fight. The choice is yours, and both ways feel awesome. The story is also really good. You see both sides of Peter Parker, the hero and the regular guy trying to manage life. There are emotional moments, funny moments, and big action scenes that feel like they came straight out of a movie. It's a game that makes you feel like Spider-Man. Not just because you can swing and fight, but because you care about the people, the city, and the responsibility that comes with being a hero.
Number 9. Resident Evil 4 Remake. Resident Evil 4 is one of the most famous horror games ever made, and the remake makes it even better. It keeps everything that made the original great, but updates it in all the right ways. You play as Leon, a cool and skilled agent sent to save the president's daughter from a creepy village. But it's not just a rescue mission. The village is full of infected people called ganados, and they're way more terrifying now. The graphics are a huge upgrade. The forests, houses, and enemies look more real and more scary. There's fog in the air, shadows moving around. The whole vibe makes you feel like something is watching you. The combat is smoother too. You can shoot, dodge, kick, and block. And now you can even parry enemy attacks with your knife. The action is fast, but still very strategic. You have to watch your ammo, plan your moves, and stay alert at all times. Leon is still the same guy, cool under pressure with funny one-liners. But Ashley, the girl you're saving, is way more helpful now. She sticks with you and actually adds to the gameplay. Together, you go through crazy areas filled with danger and mystery. This remake proves that great games can be made even better. It's scary, exciting, and totally unforgettable. If you thought the original Elden Ring was massive, challenging, and full of mystery, Shadow of the Erdtree takes all of that and cranks it up to 11. The moment you step into this expansion, you can feel the difference. It's darker, stranger, and way more dangerous, but also way more exciting. This isn't just some little add-on, it feels like a whole new world. The map is huge and full of secrets. You'll wander through ruined castles, poisonous swamps, shadowy forests, and places that feel like they came straight out of a dream, or maybe a nightmare. But of course, it's not just about the world, it's about surviving it. And believe me, everything here is trying to kill you. The enemies are tougher, smarter, and way creepier than before. The boss fights? Brutal.
They're not just hard, they're smart, fast, and full of surprises. You can't just swing your sword and hope for the best. But it's not just pain and punishment. There's beauty too. The art design is jaw-dropping. Giant golden trees, broken temples floating in the sky, strange lights in the fog. It's like walking through a painting that wants to kill you. Every battle gives you a reason to tweak your strategy and try something new. And even though the game is hard, it's fair. You always feel like you're learning. Every loss teaches you something. Every win makes you stronger. If you loved Elden Ring, this expansion is a must-play. Watch Dogs was all about a cool idea, using technology to control a city. And while it didn't meet every expectation when it launched, it's still a solid and fun open-world game that stands out. You play as Aiden Pierce, a hacker with a dark past. He's not a loud or flashy hero, more quiet and serious, but he's smart, and he knows how to take down enemies without even being seen. The coolest thing? You can hack almost anything. Traffic lights, security cameras, gates, phones, the city is your weapon. You can sneak into buildings using just tech tricks, or cause chaos by crashing cars and blacking out whole blocks. Chicago is the main setting, and it looks gritty and real. It rains a lot, the lighting is moody, and it feels like a place full of secrets. The driving and gunplay feel okay, but the hacking is what makes the game special. It lets you play smart instead of just going in with guns. The story is personal. Aiden is trying to get revenge for his niece. It's not a superhero tale or a fantasy. It's more grounded. That's what makes it different. If you missed it back then or stopped early, Watch Dogs is worth another look. It's simple, fun, and brings a fresh twist to open world games. Mad Max is one of those games that really surprises you. At first it looks like just another action game in a desert, but once you start playing, you realize it's so much more than that. It's wild, gritty, and full of chaos in the best way. You play as Max, a lone warrior in a post-apocalyptic wasteland where water, gas, and survival are everything. He doesn't talk much, but you can feel the anger and pain he carries, and that makes his journey even more powerful. One of the coolest parts of the game is your car, the Magnum Opus. It's not just a vehicle, it's your lifeline. You upgrade it piece by piece. Better armor, faster engines, flamethrowers, spikes on the wheels, whatever you need to survive out there. And trust me, you'll need it. On foot, the game has a simple but satisfying combat system. It's all about punches, counters, and brutal takedowns. Every fight feels like a gritty brawl, just like in the Mad Max movies. There's also a bit of base building. You take over enemy strongholds and turn them into safe zones. You collect scrap to craft upgrades, find food to survive, and build a network of allies across the wasteland. If you like action, explosions, and stories about survival in a broken world, Mad Max is a ride you won't forget. Final Fantasy VII Remake is a beautiful mix of old and new. It takes one of the most loved games from the 90s and brings it into the modern age, with better graphics, a bigger story, and faster gameplay. You play as Cloud, a former soldier with a big sword and a quiet personality. He joins a group called Avalanche to stop a powerful company, Shinra, from destroying the planet. What makes this remake special is how it gives more depth to the world and the characters. People like Tifa, Barrett, and Aerith don't just help in battles, they feel like real friends. You learn about their fears, hopes, and pasts. Midgar, the main city, looks amazing. It's dark, crowded, and full of life. You'll walk through slums, climb tall buildings, and fight in cool-looking arenas. Combat is a mix of real-time action and strategy. You swing your sword, cast spells, dodge attacks, and switch between characters to control the fight. It's easy to get into, but still deep enough for serious players. The music is also fantastic, emotional, and epic, and the cutscenes are like watching a movie. Even if you never played the original, this remake feels fresh and fun. And if you did play back in the day, it's a love letter to everything you remember. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. If you like big stories, magical worlds, and choices that actually matter, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is one of the best games you can ever play. You play as Geralt of Rivia, a monster hunter with white hair, cool swords, and a deep voice. But Geralt isn't just a fighter. He's smart, calm, and cares about the people around him, even if he hides it. The game world is huge, like really huge. Forests, cities, villages, caves, swamps, and every place feels alive. People are going about their day, weather changes, and sometimes you just stop and watch the sunset. The quests are where this game really shines. Even small side missions feel like full stories. You might be helping a farmer one minute, then fighting a ghost in a ruined castle the next. And the choices you make, they actually change the world around you. Sometimes even small decisions come back in big ways later. Combat is fast and fun. You have 2 swords, one for monsters, one for people, plus magical signs that help you fight smarter. There's also crafting, potions, and gear upgrades that let you play your way. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Uncharted 4 is like an action-adventure movie that you play. You step into the shoes of Nathan Drake, a treasure hunter who's always getting into trouble, but in the coolest way possible. This game is all about big moments, explosions, car chases, ancient ruins, lost pirate cities. It's packed with action, but also has a lot of heart. The story is personal. Nathan is settled down, trying to live a quiet life, but then his long-lost brother shows up, and suddenly he's pulled into one last adventure. You'll travel from muddy jungles to snowy peaks, using climbing, puzzles, and stealth to explore. The climbing feels smooth, and you always feel like you're discovering something new. Combat is flexible. You can sneak around or go loud with guns and grenades. You can use cover, jump off ledges, or punch your way out of tight spots. What really makes this game special is the storytelling. The conversations feel real, the emotions feel honest, and the visuals absolutely beautiful. By the end, it doesn't just feel like you finished a game, it feels like you finished a great journey with characters you care about. Uncharted 4 is the perfect ending to one of gaming's most beloved series. Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't just a game, it's like living in a Western movie. You play as Arthur Morgan, a tough outlaw with a soft heart trying to survive while the Wild West is slowly dying. The world is stunning. Snowy mountains, muddy towns, sunny deserts, quiet forests. It's all there. You ride your horse across this huge open world, and it feels like every inch has something worth seeing. But what really makes this game special is how real it feels. People remember your actions. Animals react to you. Your horse needs care. You need to eat, rest, and clean your weapons. These little things make the world feel alive. Arthur's story is powerful. He starts as a loyal gang member, but slowly begins to question his life. You watch him change, struggle, and try to do the right thing, even when it's hard. It's one of the most emotional stories in gaming. The missions are exciting, robbing trains, hunting animals, getting into shootouts, but they never feel rushed. The game lets you slow down and soak everything in. The music, the characters, the dialogue, it all feels top-notch. And when the story ends, it stays with you for a long time. Red Dead 2 is a masterpiece, plain and simple.